All right, what's up, guys? Time to finish up the week strong. We're back. It's time for Saturday. So, what we have going on today, I'm not happy with how I wrote this. Let me just start with that. It's very uneven and it's bothering me, but here we go. So, we're gonna start 4 minutes, go run outside. It's supposed to be beautiful out tomorrow. It's gonna be a little chilly in the morning, so it's gonna be awesome to get some running in, enjoy some sunshine. So, go for a run outside, incorporate some skipping, so some high knee skips, and incorporate some crossovers. So again, just kind of karaoke or crossovers as you're going around, just to make it a little bit more of a dynamic run. So go run outside for 4 minutes. Then when you get back, you're gonna do 3 sets, 7 strict half burpees. So what that means is that you're gonna do a deliberate knee push-up or push-up on your toes in the bottom. So it's gonna look like this. Down to the ground, push up, jump. Down, push up, jump. And again, if you need to, you can drop down to your knees for the push-up. 7 reps. When you're done, you're gonna do 14 fake double unders. So we often do these as a warm-up at CFP. The purpose is to coordinate your hands to your jump and to focus on bounding. So what we're gonna do is, again, you're gonna bound as if you were jump roping. So again, flexing at the ankles, staying nice and tall. And while I'm in the air, I'm gonna double tap. And you're gonna coordinate that out for 14 reps. It's a good way to practice your timing for a double under as well as the consistency of your jump. Then after that, you're gonna do 7 per side single leg deadlifts to a soldier kick. So what that means is I'm gonna do a single leg deadlift, and then I'm going to kick through. Single leg deadlift, kick through. And I'm going to do that for 7 reps on one leg, 7 reps on the other leg. After that, we're going to get right into our conditioning because Saturdays are for pumps, and we're saving the pump for after the workout. So what we're going to do, your conditioning is a 20-minute EMOM. This is meant to be one of those challenging EMOMs where you select an amount of work that takes about 45 seconds at a relatively challenging exertion, and you get about 15 seconds of rest. So the first minute, you're going to do one of 3 things. You're either going to do a 15, go sit down. You're either going to do a 15 or a 10 calorie machine if you have one. If you don't, you're going to go run 150 meters. And if you don't want to do that, you're going to do 40 seconds of high knees in place. So again, pick an option, stick with it all day. Again, it's meant to take about 40 seconds. So if you're a good runner, you might even be able to boost this to a 200. If you want to make it really challenging. Because again, that 200 is probably going to take you the better part of 50 seconds, so you're really going to front load that first minute. But again, that's up to you guys. Little RX Plus option. Next minute, you're going to go into 12 burpees. Again, the 12 burpees, you're going to be running for most of the first minute or doing a machine. So hopefully the 12 burpees that you're doing on the next minute will take you, again, 45 seconds or less. Then you're going to do on minute 3, 30 to 50 double unders or toe taps to a low object. So again, for the goal here, 45 seconds of work. So 50 double unders, if they're done in 2 to 3 sets, should take you no more than 45 seconds. So scale appropriately to fit that time frame with jump roping. And again, feel free for the double unders, just work for 45 seconds. If you're not consistent, but you have some, just work on double unders for 45 seconds, get that heart rate up, practice that skill. If you don't have a jump rope, you're going to do toe taps. So you're going to do toe taps to a low object. So again, I'm going to pretend that this is a plate, and I'm just going to jump, and I'm going to tap my toes to it every time, and you're going to do 30 to 50 reps. Then, your last minute, here's the fun part. So you're going to do 6 devil's press. If you are lucky enough to have access to 2 dumbbells, you're going to use them. Both. If you only have 1 dumbbell or 1 kettlebell, the devil's press is a burpee into a ground to overhead with that object. So let me grab a dumbbell real quick. So the single arm variation of this, because this is what many of you will be doing. So what's going to happen, if you have a kettlebell, you're not going to put your hand on the kettlebell during the burpee. So again, if I have a dumbbell though, you're going to burpee with one hand on the dumbbell. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to do my burpee, I'm going to jump up, and then I'm going to hike swing to lockout overhead. So I'm going to do essentially a snatch from the hip crease, boom, right up overhead. I'm not going to go overhead because again, I'll break our ceiling. I'm going to stop at the shoulder, but you guys today are going all the way overhead. And what it's going to look like, I'll do 2 reps. I'm going to go down, all the way overhead, back down, switch, all the way overhead, back down, switch. And you're going to do, let's say 6 to 8 reps pending weight. So again, depending on how much weight you have access to, how challenging that weight is for this movement, you're going to pick anywhere from 6 to 8 reps and you're going to do that. Again, if you have a kettlebell, you're going to just do your burpee off to the side slightly and then grab the handle, boom, up overhead, down, switch. So again, it'll be the exact same movement. You're just not going to do the burpee with your hand on the kettlebell for fear of breaking your wrist. Please don't do that. So that is your workout. 20-minute EMOM, 5 rounds through. Goal, 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest-ish. And by the end, it should get challenging to meet that work requirement in that time frame. Now, for our pump work today, you saw a little bit of this earlier this week, the 30-second rep followed by 30 seconds of reps. And we're going to continue with that format today. Excuse me. So you're going to do 3 to 5 sets. You're going to do 1 push-up that takes 30 seconds. And then you're going to do 30 seconds, as many push-ups as possible. So again, similar to the air squat earlier this week, we're going to scale the push-up so that you can actually have it take 30 seconds. So what it might look like is, again, I'm going to start counting with my phone in front of me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 16, 17, 18. You get the idea. The slowest push-up of your entire life. You're going to do a 30-second push-up. And then you're going to do 30 seconds, as many reps as possible. Again, scale by elevating your hands, put them on a box, put them on the edge of your couch, put them against the wall if you need to. It's up to you guys. Make the rep count. So make that 30-second rep really take 30 seconds. Then you're going to do a 15-second rest, and you're going to do 1 30-second curl. 1, 2, 3, 8, 9. You get the idea. All the way up. Maybe a pause at the top for a couple seconds. Back down. So again, a very light curl with like an empty barbell. Maybe even. For some of you, that might even be too heavy. Now that I think about it, that might be pretty hard for me too. So you're going to do 1 30-second curl, followed by 30 seconds max curls. And again, if you're going to do single arm, you can go ahead and do that on each side. So you could do 30-second curl on one arm, 30 seconds, and then on the other arm, same thing. And then you get 15 seconds of rest, and you're going to do that 3 to 5 sets. So again, pending desired pump level. Then after that, we have our core pump. So for the core pump today, you're going to do on a running clock, 30 seconds crunches, 30 seconds bike crunches, 30 seconds of planking, 30 second knee to elbow plank, 30 seconds rest. And you're going to do that for 3 sets. So what this stuff's going to look like, your crunches and your bicycle crunches are going to be first. So for the for the normal crunch, all we're going to do is just a typical kind of bodybuilder crunch. Knees bent, down, sit up, touch the knees to the elbows, and just run through 30 seconds of crunches. After that, for the bicycle crunches, you're very excited about this. I know, back on the ground. So for the bicycle crunches, we're going to be here in a hollow, and we're going to go opposite, knees to elbows, alternating side to side. When you're done there, you're going to go into a 30-second plank. So for the 30-second plank, what I want you to do is do this with your feet on a slippery surface and on a sliding object. So I'm going to use a towel. Because once I'm done that 30-second plank, so 29, 30, I'm going to do 30 seconds of knees to elbow planking. My shoes aren't slippery enough, but we're going to be doing this. So again, I'm going to hold that active plank, and I'm going to slide my feet up towards my hand, bringing my knees, ideally, to my elbows. You will then take 30 seconds of rest and do that for 3 sets. Then all we have left is a little mobility. So what we're gonna do is you're gonna do a 1 minute elbow to instep with slow twisting. So elbow to instep. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reach my elbow down and I'm gonna slowly twist up overhead. And I'm just gonna slowly work through this range of motion for 1 minute. Both sides. Then you're gonna do a minute twisty cross. So down to the ground, arm out to the side, other foot comes up and across. 1 minute per side. Then we're gonna finish it up with a 90-second saddle pose. So sit on the tops of those feet, lean back, stretch out your back, your hips, your quads, all the good stuff. That is your last training day for the week. So get after it, hit it hard, earn that rest day tomorrow, and we will see you guys back on Sunday to talk about Monday's training.